feel your spring has gone so far? How'd you do in the scrimmage?
It's going good so far. The scrimmage was a really big scrimmage for me. I had a lot of pass breakups. I think just communication and everything with all the different players on the team, and just being able to fly around and have fun and not have to think too much on the field. I think the scrimmage went well.
How much different is your role with that defense now, maybe, than what it would have been last year?
I think last year, because I had minimum reps, it's a little different, so now I got to take on more responsibility. I got to get the calls. I got to look to the opposite sideline, and I think now it is a bigger responsibility. It's a lot faster, so that's the difference between now and last year, but I'm adjusting to it pretty well.
Someone like Pulley on the other side, are they picking on you more, do you feel, or just because of the experience factor?
Not really. Starting off, it did sort of seem like they was trying to pick on me, but just breaking up the ball and jamming them up and just making plays, they kind of took it away, and it was like, okay, well, we're going to go both ways. So.
Think that helped you, just having all that extra work, where they were trying to go at you so much?
Oh, yes, sir, definitely.
What's been the difference in the defense that you've experienced this spring over last fall?
Last fall, it was with Coach Rose. It was really, really detailed. We focused on so much stuff that a lot of guys couldn't really play like they wanted to play because they were thinking too hard. This defense, it's still the same stuff. We focus on detail. We still fly around and we focus on our plays. But at the same time, Coach allows us to play. He allows us, not to have to think too hard on our assignment and everything. So.
Does your family have a connection in Pine Bluff?
Yes, sir.
But what is that? Because someone Pine Bluff on the papers. I heard that you had some connection with it.
Yes, sir. So I was born in Pine Bluff. My dad was born in Pine Bluff. My mom was born in Pine Bluff. I lived there until about 2 years old. My mom got a teaching job in Texas, and we moved to Texas when I was around about 4 or 5.
Did that have a factor in you coming here to school?
It was a little bit of it. I have family down here, but I think the main factor was just the environment and just the feel when I came down here.
Taking over that starting job at one of the cornerback spots, let's talk about your progress from last year to this year.
It's a huge progress. I think it's like I said before, it's a lot more responsibility. A lot more mental than just physical. High school, it's a lot of talent. It wasn't as hard, but something I noticed this year was, it's real. It's mental. I got to focus on my job and on my assignment every single play. That's something I've kind of got adjusted to since I started this spring.
There wasn't as much pressure up front last year with the defense. There's more now. How much has that helped you guys in the back end kind of be able to make plays?
Oh, it helps a lot. I think with blitzing all these guys, we blitz 5, we blitz 4. Whenever we blitz these guys, it helps out a lot with the corners because the quarterback get the ball out quick. So it helps out a lot.
You're running the nickel some too. I guess when you go to a dime, what do y'all call that package?
We just call it Mustang.
Mustang. Does that come from anything specifically, or?
I don't know. It's Coach Chevin. Yeah, he said Mustang. We go dime. So yeah, nickel dime. And that's
when did you guys install that?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, we just saw it for the first time yesterday.
Okay,
so,
yes, sir.
Did they put you at nickel right off the bat and say, "Hey, we want to look at you here"? Or?
Yes, sir. And, I think Coach liked me a lot at it. So it's what it seemed like. I still got a lot of learning to do. It's only that scrimmage was only my second day playing nickel. So I think with more practice, I'll get better at it.
Who else has been working over there?
At nickel is Derek Monson. He's playing nickel, and I think it's just us right now. And I think K. Rich as well, but yes, sir.
So you're kind of more up at the line of scrimmage when you're in that spot. Now I think Nate Dalton comes in and he's kind of more like a safety. So does that allow you to be more aggressive or something? Is that I think you had a sack Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It just depends on the call. Certain calls I'm blitzing in, certain calls I'm coming off. So
was your sack when y'all were in that Mustang package?
Yes, sir.
I know you didn't get to play as many snaps as you probably would have liked last year, but what experience did you take away from the limited snaps?
Just to make every play count. Opportunities come, but you got to make the most of them. I learned that a lot, especially in the Missouri game. I could have had 2 big plays, 2 picks actually, and that's something I learned when I was on that field. And even before that, prior to that, every play I got to go hard because you never know when the opportunity gonna come. So just making the most of it.
Played behind Cam there a lot last year. What do you think of how he's playing back there at safety?
I think safety is really like a natural position for him. I think he came out of high school playing safety, so that was just more. I think that was a natural spot for him. He's comfortable there. He was also comfortable at corner 2, I believe. But I could see him being a pretty good safety and me stepping in at corner.
How's y'all's endurance? I mean, everybody's talking about the offense going fast and stuff, but you guys got to keep up.
Oh, yes. We run a lot of mans. Again, like we said, we blitzing guys, and so it could be hard sometimes. Just moving around, and especially when I got to go to nickel and playing all the different man coverages, it can be exhausting.
Would you say things are more aggressive this year so far? Or?
I'm not really sure. I think it's sort of the same as last year. I think the difference is a lot more speed this year than last year.
What do you think of Mike Woods?
Mm-hmm. Say it again. I'm sorry.
What do you think of Mike Woods and what he's done early?
Mike Woods going to be good for sure. Once he get through the summer season and he continue to go against good guys, good DBs, I think he's going to get better for sure.
He said that he kind of takes it upon himself to kind of get the other DBs hyped up after you guys make a big play. Are you seeing anything extra from him on that?
Anything extra? No, he does that a lot. He does take that up on himself to make a big play. I'm a sort of quiet guy. I'll talk if I make a play or if another guy make a play, but that's something I'll learn from him too. Just getting hype every play. So he take that upon himself a lot.
Pine Bluff. Were you a Hog fan before you moved?
I grew up around it a lot. I don't think I was really too much of a fan growing up. I know my family was big fans, and I used to watch it a lot. I never really was a fan of any team. I just like certain players.